Oh my God, I love that. Hi, guys, and welcome back to the LittleWins podcast, season 2. Let's talk about it. Today, we are talking all things CBD with the one and only Brandon Croucher from Delight Cafe. Hi, Brandon.
I'm excited to be here. So we met in Vegas about a year ago. And without social media, you and I wouldn't have been able to stay in contact. But I remember the first moment I saw you. You walked by, you had this pink suit on. I remember the suit. It was like a power suit too. And you walked by and we smiled at one another because our eyes matched. And then when we talked later, you told me all about your kids. And I just remember you showing me pictures of your daughter in her wheelchair. And my heart went out to you because, God, you are an inspiration. And I follow your social media. When you asked me to be on here, I was like, wow, this is like a huge honor because you're doing big things with your kids and you don't let them or you have any excuses. You're like, we all keep it. And I just love your energy and I'm grateful.
Oh my gosh, you are going to make me cry. You said you would too.
That's the goal for this episode, guys.
Oh, you. I thank you for saying that. I loved your energy, and it was wild to be in Vegas being honored for awards in as visionaries in a medical field. I don't know about you, but for me, I was like, if anyone said that to me 10 years ago, even 3 years ago, I would have thought they had the wrong girl. But meeting you and so many other people, really listening to the keynote speakers and the innovation in so many different areas of the same field was really incredible and inspiring experience. But then when I saw you, we just had this thing immediately. I was like, hey, like we know each other.
We walked by each other and looked at each other and then turned around and said hi. And neither of the other one was. And then the rest of the conference, it was just like, hey, I want to talk to you. Hey, I want to talk to you. And we just made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm your buddy. I'm your little buddy. You put me in your pocket. I just walked around. I followed you around.
Be careful. I will put you in my pocket. I love your energy. So Brandon, I'm so grateful that you are open to having this conversation because I would rather I don't know, information is interesting, right? Where you get it, the tone it's put into, all the different ways that you can receive it can change the facts of something. So I would rather get it from someone I trust. And I don't know, I'm a total novice in CBD. So knowing that at first, this podcast, the purpose of the podcast was for all individuals with disabilities to be able to easily have access to information and real talk from real professionals, real individuals, or someone in their same position, someone like me, who's also a mom, and not feel alone, but hopefully gain something from it. I want to talk about pain management and anxiety. And the more I researched, I was like, sleep disorders, anti-inflammatory, epilepsy, my pets, all the things. So it's there's a lot to unpack here, and I'm super stoked about it. I just am curious though, how did you get into this field?
So that's a interesting story. So I started my life journey. My first job out of college was I was a youth pastor, and I really wanted to make a difference in young kids' lives. As time went on, I went through a divorce and a whole bunch of things, and I ended up opening a restaurant after my divorce. And it was the first actual all organic health food restaurant in the center of Cleveland, Ohio. And we're a meat.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna elevate you so that we don't have an echo. 1 second. I think
Elevate me, baby.
I'm gonna elevate you, baby. Maybe that's the issue.
I need elevated.
We need to be elevated. Do you want Versace and Avedon
Yeah,
and Chanel.
Versace, anything.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe 1,000 record covers. That feels right too.
I like it.
Okay.
1,000 record covers. I don't even know that
Oh, I have all the books. Loves books.
one. I have all the books. I love it.
All the books. Okay, let's see if that. Okay.
Boom. How's that?
So
You
much
look
better.
good. If I flirt with you now, it's not on purpose. It's just natural.
I love it. Flirt with me. I need it today. I don't know. Maybe sometimes it sounds nice. Let's just try it. See how it goes.
So let's just start with your hair, girl. First, I want to just tell you, you look on fleek. Those eyebrows, girl. Let me tell you. Yeah, actually, your eyebrows do look really good today. That's not. I know you commented about your hair, but yeah, you look great.
I'm blushing now. I'm sweating. Okay, fine. We're doing this. Yeah, we're doing it. Thank you so much. How rude though, right? Like, who wears a hot pink suit as like the only person at an award ceremony who has no college degree? But I was like, you know what? I love pink. And I don't care what you think. I just was like, we're doing it. This is what we're doing. Yeah.
I wanted to trade you suits because I thought I love the color pink. And my color with pink is I just think that a man that wears pink shows confidence, especially I hate to sound, it's not one or another, but like I am a straight man and I have no fear wearing pink in public. And a lot of people judge me for that.
Amen. I love pink on men.
It looks good.
Hi. You're wearing like a pastel pink and I'm like, hi, hello.
Yeah. So the one day I went to the Oscars last year after everything. I got to after our conference and I was at the Oscars with my CBD brand and I wore a pink shirt with a white jacket and these like nice dark jeans. Do you know who Viola Davis is?
Of course.
What about Angela Bassett?
Oh, I don't know. Has anyone heard of Angela Bassett? Just like an absolute legend. Is this a joke? Yes.
No, this is dead serious.
Legend.
So Angela Bassett, literally, I have a picture of her giving me a kiss on the cheek during COVID because her and I just bonded. Viola Davis not only took a box of my CBD, she started using it, and her agent reaches out to me whenever she runs out. My thing is, I wanted to provide something different. That's why I was at the Oscars. That's why I was there. And this all came because a divorce that sounds like a horrible situation. Everybody that's ever been through one knows there's never a good divorce. And
no,
no matter how good you get along, you're going to have something where you guys fight. You know what I mean? And
let's just all take a knee for that. Let's just like have a moment of silence for like
all the divorced people out there. This one's for you.
This one's for you. That is gnarly. Yep, we feel you. But anyways, we good now. So boop boop.
We good.
I need your outfit picture. Send me the picture of the outfit and Viola and Angela Bassett. And don't tease me like that. Okay, going on.
You want Eugene Levy?
I want all
like
of that. Yeah, I will.
Yeah, I'll send you and you pick who you want. So what ended up happening is I opened this health food restaurant in the middle of downtown Cleveland in the theater district and was planning on getting people to want to try something new. I was tired of the medicine that they prescribe. I'm going through a divorce. Of course, there's going to be problems going on and stuff like that. And I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be depressed, just like anybody does. And keep showing up, right? That's the point. I didn't like that my doctors just kept putting me on pills. And I was determined to find another way. So it started with diet. My diet changed. I ended up losing 100 pounds right away. I dumped 15 pills down the toilet because I was taking 15 a day. I dumped all my pills down.
15 pills?
Yep, 15 a day. I was up to 265 pounds. I'm right now at like 180 to 200. I keep it in that range. And that way, when I know I feel fat, I know I'm around 200 pounds watching it. But like, I was 265 and not slowing down. I was gaining weight like crazy. It was only with medicine. And it's the medicines they had me on for anxiety, depression. I'm going through a divorce.
Wait, hold
And I
on.
said,
Can you take your AirPods out? Because I feel like maybe that would be even
how's
better.
that? Now I can't hear you. Sorry, try that again. How's that?
I feel like you need them to come out, no? You're better without
Hold on.
them because this is so important. This is so relatable, first of all, because I'll never forget when, when I was going through a divorce, you love that conversation where you're like, I would really like to just be respectful of each other and consciously uncouple with respect and love for each other and show these kids or show your pets or show yourself like two people who respect each other but no longer want to venture down that path. Maybe the path just looks different. And then, oh, you sound awesome. Okay, so then you go to your physical or whatever, and they're like, how do you sleep?
Oh,
Great.
They were not happy with me.
Yeah, I sleep really great.
They were angry. The doctor was very angry with me. And I said, look, you can be angry, but at the end of the day, I can't be on this many pills. I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock at night and waking up at 4 p.m. because of these pills. And I just graduated with my master's. I was running a program for like youth in the inner city of Cleveland and all that. And all of it came apart during a divorce. And I needed a restructure. So I learned about food, and I've always been a chef. I love to cook. It's something that it opens my mind and helps me like connect. So I started cooking. I ended up getting a guy who owned a few restaurants, and he was like, well, why don't we try this restaurant? We'll make it healthy, like you're saying. And if it doesn't work, Cleveland, that was awesome.
That was a mom reflex. Did you see that? That was literally like, I still got it. She still got it. Okay, sorry for the interruption.
Okay, that was a great catch. So I ended up getting a job with Starbucks. They came in and recruited me out of my restaurant because directly across the street from them was my health food restaurant. And I was taking business so much from them that they came in and offered me a job. In less than 3 months, ended up running one of the largest Starbucks in the world at the Cleveland Clinic. And that was where I had this idea. I realized as I'm leaving, the food was one thing, my meditation was another, getting exercise, and how this all creates a different balance in my life. And then I'm running this huge Starbucks and I'm making great money and feeling confident and getting all these great things. And end of the day, I'd walk to my car, and as I'm driving home, I need something to calm me down still. And it's just everyday life stress of work and everything, people, other humans.
For sure. All the noises, like all just the sound sometimes in general when you're and then we have all the voices in our head like self-doubt, and then you have like whatever, it's noisy out there. I think that's an everybody thing, and anyone who says otherwise is probably lying. Everybody needs to get in their car after work and be like,
just a breath, and that's that letting go. So for some people it's a drink, for some it's that exercise, for some it's maybe just watching TV or playing on their phone,
reading, yoga, meditation. And honestly, before you continue, I've been thinking this whole time, awesome job for you. It's so hard, I think, when you're in those moments, when you've gone through some gnarly stuff, major life moment, to be able to say, all right, well, clearly this isn't working, and to create a new path. It's terrifying and challenging to create new patterns from my experience.
You're right on.
For me, it's exciting as well, but that's not everybody, and there's no right or wrong. But when people do that for themselves, I'm always like, you did it, you did it. Yes.
See, but that's the thing, you do it too. And it's so easy to find the negatives in others to complain about, or find the positive in others, like you and I both do. But do you give yourself the credit that you deserve? Because I watch you on social media, and there's days I'm like, you know what, if your audience gets mad, I apologize to them now, but I watch you run your family so strongly and I know what it's like. I was a foster dad with 3 medically fragile kids with my ex-wife before everything went down. you have kids that require extra love in a way that's not everybody understands. And you don't just do it. You make sure they break the barriers where they're like, you might not be able to think you're going to do this. And you're like, fuck that, we're doing it. And like I said, if your audience gets mad, look, I apologize, but there's times you need that.
We
need
don't
that word.
say that word a lot on this podcast, but in that context, fuck yes, you will. And I say that to my kids, not the F word, but I'm like, listen, all 4 of them are different. Every person is different. And I will cultivate the environment. I will pave any way that feels right. That's my job as a mom. And we're gonna have the best time doing it. It's exciting to me. We're gonna do it our own way. My daughter last night, oh my God, I'm gonna show you a picture. My youngest, she would not go to sleep unless, I don't even know where this came from. If I wouldn't cut and color her hair. My 4-year-old. My 4-year-old.
It's funny how
I don't cut hair. Yeah, sorry, we're gonna get back to CBD in 1 second. But like, I don't cut hair, I don't color it either. So I can feel everyone who does that cringe right now, but I think I kind of crushed it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at her smile.
And
the hair, the smile. Oh, she is a
so like, if that's what you want, sister, I'm gonna dig deep and I'm gonna learn how to cut hair right now. Right meow. I'm gonna put on like a YouTube how to, and we're gonna figure this out. And thank you for saying that. That means so much to me. And you are gonna make me cry. But it's an honor and a privilege to for each one of them be able to pave their way for their needs and their desire. And it's an adventure. There's so much I learn in any given moment. When, the best was driving the kids to school the other day, and they were like, Mom, do you know about the Hubble, what's it again? The Hubble thing. Yeah, the telescope. And I was like, yeah, I do know about it. I can't totally remember. I think it's taking pictures. There's so much information and I haven't accessed it in a while. So it's an opportunity when, for me, I see it as an opportunity. And thank you for saying that.
You're doing great. And it's you're good at uplifting people. Like I've seen you do that from your social media, but just when we were out there, like other people around, you're like, you did great. And you were like me, just encouraging people. And if someone encouraged you, you politely accepted and then kept moving. It's like, we don't just take that moment to really enjoy that we are working hard and get there. And that was something that this whole company I'm building is focused on. Is I wanted to be able, I got really irritated. I'm running this Starbucks and all these doctors are there, nurses, patients. And the thing that struggled for me was I had these pills I was on that I was willing to get rid of. And all these people are coming through this line having sugar, having caffeine, and having medicine run through them, and they're hurting. And then it hit me. My mom's never going to smoke. So me going out to my car smoking at the end of the day, driving home, she would never think anything of that. She would not smoke. She's petrified of oils because on the news every day you hear another thing about, oh, a truck driver bought an oil somewhere and he failed his drug test, lost his job. And they don't have the testing is. So the thing is, you live in a state where it's legal now. And
Illinois.
Yeah, you're in Illinois, right?
Yeah. I don't know. We have to cover all of this because I truly know nothing about, but I'm here for it because like I was saying, I have, before we started recording, I have arthritis. And
God, you ready for this? You don't need something that you're going to start your day where if, let's say you smoked, let's just use that, okay, as the first example, you smoked. You don't want to smell like that smoke the rest of the day. You don't want people to know that you smoked. You don't really want to put that in your body. That's why you don't smoke cigarettes, right? So then from there, you go into the oils. Well, you're not going to mix an oil with your coffee or your tea or whatever because it's not, no matter what people say, whether they tell you it's water soluble or not, if it's an oil and water don't mix. And we all learned that in 5th grade.
Yeah.
And then there, you have gummies. Gummies are full of sugar. They're full of things where if you're vegan, you can't even take them and all that. It just creates all these different areas. And if you don't have the right testing, because of gelatin, if you don't have the right testing, people could easily skip through. Like, you could call me back, Brandon, I want to start a CBD business. And I tell you, here's the regulations. And you're like, okay, but my friend says they'll get me a license and I can just start selling. And that's how easy it is. No testing for certain people. If you have the right amount of money to buy certain licenses, you just skip the lines. And that's where this industry had a lot of problems, because if my mom's never going to smoke, you're not going to want to smoke in front of your kids, especially the
I'm not
cannabis.
gonna smoke. I gotta live. I got a hell of a lot to live for. But
Right?
but yeah, I mean, there's a lot, and that's one of my questions, like quality regulation of I have all these questions for you. It's
Keep coming at me.
not a biggie. Don't get
I'm
scared.
gonna do this. That way I have my product sitting here. But the reason it's different, and I'll show this very quickly, and I'll just have it sitting here, is it's individual packets. When you get an oil, you're not going to know how much you're going to get inside your dripper. You're going to get it, and you're going to be like, oh, it's anywhere from 30 milligrams to 100 milligrams. But you don't know. This, you know, you get 15 milligrams of a full spectrum product every single time. That means you can
wait, for those who aren't going to watch the video, what are you showing me? You're showing me a little, it's actually, your packaging is super sexy.
Oh, thank you.
I
That's
love that. Look at
I was
that.
gonna say, don't put the glasses back on, because the sexy librarian in you is coming out. And we can't have that type of flirting.
I have to go back and forth between, I don't know. I'm geriatric, whatever. Let's move on.
You're good. It's individual packets that literally contain a powder. So it's like, it looks like a Crystal Light packet.
It does.
It's packaged in the same facility as Crystal Light packets. I did that because while hemp is legal to buy across the country, having it like tested and properly packaged for an FDA approval is not happening. So I had to jump through extra hoops just to be able to get proper testing to be packaged in an FDA facility. And that doesn't mean I have FDA approval. It means I have the packaging and followed the regulations that they would want. So you can open this up at the mall and put it in your salad. You could be on a date. You and I are out on a date, and all of a sudden you order a burger with fries.
That's what I eat. Why do you know that? Why do you know that?
I could tell. You struck me as a burger girl. I'm like, she's medium well done too. Is that right?
Medium.
I was gonna say medium and leave it there. I was playing. Yeah. But imagine being able to take your ketchup. The guy behind you won't shut up. He keeps hitting on you, and you're on a date with me. And instead of me going and knocking him out, I hand you a packet of Light. You open it up, put it in your ketchup, stir it with a French fry, and you just made a CBD ketchup to help you rebalance yourself out, to find your calm, stay balanced, and find that delight in life again. CBD.
But like, look at that, and you could throw it in your back pocket, which I, as a mom, I'm a huge fan. Like, I gotta be able to throw it in my pocket, or it's not coming with me. It's like, has to be in a compact situation. I love everything about it. So for those who don't know, because I did, some research, and I've wanted to look into it more because, Ava has seizures, and I have arthritis, and then like I have back pain. I've been in car accidents, like whatever, everybody's got something. And it comes up, and then life gets busy and you forget to look into it, really research it. And then furthermore, you hear what you were saying about, there's just mixed information, as there is in everything out there, and you don't know who to trust and who to believe. So tell the people, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
What is CBD?
CBD is from the cannabis plant. Now, when I say that, so Lexi, I'm going to throw a guess out here. Is your favorite flower like a lily or a rose, something like that?
Rose.
Love it.
I know. I'm real basic like that.
No, I love it.
They're very strong. They're strong flowers.
It is. And when they grow, you can do different things with them. Like, did you know if you throw a copper pipe into a rose bed, it'll give them a blue tint no matter what color you have? It'll give the red the blue tint. I love it. So
I love that you know that. They're incredible. I think they're really misunderstood. But anyways, we'll do that for our next podcast.
People got pricked on them, and people are a little sensitive. They don't want to get their fingers pricked anymore. But the thing is, that prick is to protect the rose, not you. The rose is what's the beauty there. And that's what people like. So flowers, let's use this rose. Whether it's red, whether it's blue, whether it's southern, there's many versions of roses that grow all over the country, just like the cannabis plant. So the rose can be red, it can be blue, it can be yellow, it can be pink, it can be all these wonderful colors. Where the cannabis plant, actually grown, can actually have CBD, CBN, THC, all these cannabinoids. And the cannabinoids are the same that our bodies produce. So that means that CBD that your body is looking for, that why does it do so many different areas from anxiety to arthritis to helping with seizures with epilepsy, is because your body is naturally producing the same cannabinoids these plants produce. And this plant grows and is able to produce from helping you sleep at night with CBN to helping you just with arthritis, being able to feel your fingers again without pain.
Now,
Why does it do this?
I'm going to ask you a dumb question.
Don't,
First of all, we're going to break this.
Questions.
We're going to, well, I don't believe in dumb questions. Everybody knows that, but I say that anyways. We're going to break this down into phonetic syllables. Cannabinoids?
Cannabinoids. You did it.
Oh, I crushed it. Okay, dope. Right. If anybody wants to look that up. And then, so what's the difference between the two, CBD and just like?
So there's over 300 different cannabinoids that they know of right now.
Wow.
So
see how not educated I am on the topic.
But that's the thing. Don't even worry about that. Do you know how many people are not educated on this and are like, oh, well, pot's becoming legal. 90%, 89% of America lives in a state with 89% of Americans live in a state with one sort of another of legal cannabis, meaning medical or recreational. Mm-hmm. And my thing is, if you don't know what you're buying, it's just like in high school. In high school, when people usually try marijuana, they're buying it from the guy who's a drug dealer who doesn't know anything really about it, is just getting a plant and telling you it's weed. And you don't know, is it going to make you happy? Is it going to make you sad? What cannabinoid is in there that's going to be working? So
cannabinoids is important, people. Like, please write that down. We need to understand that for sure. And we make a lot of interesting decisions in high school. That is one of them for sure.
And that is one. But like my mom, that was her big thing. Oh, I tried it in high school and I really didn't like the way it made me feel.
No, it made me eat a bag of chips and fall asleep on the couch and then wake up feeling like I was being robbed. And then I was like, hard pass. I'll never do that again.
Wow, that's not what you have.
But no, and this is why this is such an important conversation, because especially since, I don't know, pardon me if I'm wrong, but I feel like since like 2018, the quality control seems to have become a little bit more streamlined as it has been more widely accepted. And as you said, like, these are made up of actual components that are already existing in your body, right? Yeah. And this is where I was like, I have to call Brandon. The people and I need to know about this. So
I got a great one. So when I say different cannabinoids, THC, tetrahydrochloride, is literally the chemical that makes you have a psychedelic trip. What that means is if you have a high dose of THC, you will be able to have, I don't want to say visions, but like things might move that don't normally move. And that's why they don't want, it's like driving drunk. You don't want to drive when you're that high, when you have that much THC.
Absolutely not. But I also feel like I have THC now from your explanation in my body every morning when I get 4 kids in the car for school by 8:35. I'm like, I am having hallucinations. I mean, no, I don't want THC. No. But to like bring down the anxiety or the inflammation, the swelling in my joints, if it were to help Ava, if it were to help anybody with pain management, anxiety, all of these different things, like, hit us with that.
So let's hit that. All right, let's go. I'm going to use Ava just because she's so beautiful. She's got epilepsy, correct?
Correct.
Perfect. So there's only one patent of a cannabis product in all the world, and that is for epilepsy. It is a CBD dominant strain that is a pill. They have been able to extract all the CBD from the plant, and they use it to be able to actually help people with epilepsy, extreme epilepsy as well. And the reason that this is such a big thing is your brain, when you're having an epileptic seizure, is moving at such a fast pace. The human body, even though it's Eva's body and all that, it can't keep up. And that's why her brain starts to, overload.
Well, you can see it too, because she'll say my head hurts, and then she'll close her eyes for a second, and she'll say, and then she doesn't feel well. You can see how it's almost like overheating, right? I don't know if you've ever
Yeah.
passed out, like fainted, where your brain just is like, nope, we're gonna reboot, and just boom, and we're gonna reboot the system. It looks like she can feel it coming on, and she is on a medication for it. She has triplegia, cerebral palsy, so she had a massive brain trauma at birth. It's not uncommon to then have seizures, and she's handling like a champ. But I am always here for alternatives. Why?
Yeah.
I'm never going to say I will accept this medication and that's fine. I will always be looking for more information. It doesn't mean that we'll use it or whatever, but let's just be educated on the topic. So this pill, is it safe for children?
So that's actually an interesting conversation. Is yes, it's made for adults and children only with severe epilepsy.
Interesting.
So your daughter has cerebral palsy as well, you said.
Correct.
So this will help because my cousin, my late cousin, she passed away from COVID, but she was one of my favorite humans in the world. She was blind and had cerebral palsy. And when her parents, like, they did not want to do anything with cannabis. They grew up with this negative stereotype of it. She had a feeding tube near the end. She was in her mid-30s and she was having trouble keeping food down and stuff. She had a feeding tube, and that I told her parents, just mix this one packet in with her smoothies when you're making her food. They said the last few weeks you could see her getting life again. Like, she was like wanting to eat everything. And that's where this comes from. Like, for me, my why of why do I do this is my mom. We all have somebody in our life that has fallen prone to medicines where they just become a pill popper and they don't even see it. They become an alcoholic and they don't even know it and stuff like that. For me, I wanted my mom to not have that fear issue. I didn't want her to fear the cannabis plant. I wanted her to be able to know that she can find her balance in life. And that was where I was going, is you have enough on your plate. Your daughter has enough on her plate. And then you have 3 other kids. When you're balancing all these acts, staying calm is not always easy. You're rushing, figuring things out. Being able to have something you can carry with you to put in a drink that nobody knows. That way they're not judging you for giving your daughter something that you're wanting to try something new, to having it be, I only say that because do you know how many people make those types of judgments very quickly?
I think people make judgments about all kinds of crazy things all the time. I don't stop to wonder why they do. Everybody's got their own thing, but like I'm certain that is a thing. And guys, can we maybe if we just clap 3 times, we can dispel it, because I don't fear a plant. Like what you just said, it's a plant, right? I just want all the information, as I would want all the information about like the potato chips I just bought. I'm an information gal. But I don't fear a plant. I just need to know what's gonna make me not like fall asleep and be paranoid and actually help the body. So if we clap 3 times, don't fear the cannabis plant. We're here to be educated.
Team.
Yeah, that's gone. That's over.
I love it.
That's all over. Yeah.
And that's the thing with CBD, you're able to actually find your calm. It's the cannabinoid in your body that's helping you. The last cannabinoid on the plant that grows is CBN. That's the same exact chemical that your body produces right before you fall asleep. Meaning, instead of taking a melatonin, okay, because I'm a big advocate in mental health. I love to talk about mental health and help it break stereotypes. Yeah. And for me, I can't take melatonin. Even a 5 milligram melatonin thing before I go to sleep, the next day I'll wake up suicidal. Wake up angry. I want to hurt myself, and I don't know why. And it's only when I'm on melatonin. Yet there's no studies that show that.
I am so sorry that I laughed. I'm so sorry. Pardon me. It was more of like a laugh gasp, because I took a children's melatonin gummy once a couple of years ago, and or maybe it was last year. I don't know. Time is weird right now, right? But I had a conversation with a friend, and the next day they were like, "You sounded drunk on the phone last night." I had not had anything to drink. I took a children's gummy melatonin.
Yep.
And then I think I had like fever dreams basically, and woke up feeling like, whoa.
Yep. So melatonin is So melatonin is a chemical that forces your body to fall asleep. It is not made from a plant. It is literally something that is all chemicals telling your body, hey, you need to sleep now. And if you don't fall asleep, guess what happens? You sound drunk. You feel completely out of yourself. And if you don't get 8 to 10 hours of sleep, they say, you're going to feel tired the rest of the day, which is then going to what? You're going to lay down at the end of the night and not be able to sleep again and need another melatonin, right?
Well, I don't want people to feel bad if they don't sleep 8 to 10 hours because that's not.
Oh, that's what the box says on melatonin.
But like, yeah.
But that's the thing. The repercussions of what this medicine does. And then there's this natural one that isn't even talked about. We hear CBD because it's something in the news. It's something that's talked about now. But what about these other cannabinoids? What about CBO, CBG, CBN?
Whoa. Okay, so CBN for sleep. I'm writing this down. Okay, how about this? How about if you wouldn't mind? I know you're busy, but
You're
if
fine.
you could send me like a little, all these CB other.
So what I'll do is I'll make this really easy, really quick, and then I will send you something to make it simple. Okay.
Yeah, so that I can put it out in like in a blog so that people can Google
Yeah.
it. This is important. And I really love that we dispelled any confusion about, or, misinterpretation of whatever people think cannabis is. I think we need to just break through old habits in so many different, or thought processes too, in so many different areas of life, because we have these things in place that are readily available, that could be helpful. And if we could just dispel the fear.
See, that's my biggest thing is, what's the fear? My mom's fear is she tried it when she was younger, and because cannabis was what she was understanding, she didn't know all. It's like me telling you, hey, you have anxiety, we're going to give you a Zoloft, okay? And that's what the doctor prescribes you. Don't worry, I'm on it too because I have high anxiety, the doctor says. But my thing is, your doctor prescribes you something and we don't even think about it. Do you know all the chemicals that are in Zoloft?
Have you ever read any medication, or just listen to a commercial where they're like, this will totally help you with your like night sweats, but you'll also have like fever, diarrhea, vomiting, random death. Like, it's just like blood clots, depression, but high anxiety. It's literally everything but the thing it's treating. And you're like, well, that's not it.
Right? Like, oh,
weight gain, just like total mental collapse. No, thank you.
But, and then when you think about it, why then do we not do drugs? That was really inappropriate. Why do we not approve of cannabis? Is because of the fact that people have put this negative idea in their mind with it.
Well, that's why you said it, because people view cannabis as a drug, as opposed to prescription medications as drugs. And okay, here's where I think we need to read the thingy that I said that we need to do.
Okay.
I think we need to just say real quick, the FDA thingy, where is that? We are not medical professionals. One, I am not a medical professional. I'm a mom. I do have a lot of knowledge on some topics, not on this one. So I'm learning here with you people. And I think everyone needs to understand that you take what resonates and you leave the rest. If it's interesting, explore it. If it's not, click off. I don't know. But I am not a doctor. I am only here to interview intelligent people who have every right to speak on the topic. And I fiercely come after all of you because you're the right ones and I care about this community. I want them, to hear from the right individuals. You are a right one. But we are not medical professionals.
We are not. And under FDA disclaimer, I'll read it too, just so we're safe, these are not approved by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. I cannot tell you it's going to prevent anything. All I can say is that when you start using it, just like your doctors give you a 30-day supply, there's 30 packets in here. If you try it for 30 days, I promise you will see a difference in your life, even if you don't notice it. your friends, your family will start saying, hey, you've been different lately. And I get that every month when somebody who is petrified of trying. And it's odorless, colorless, tasteless, letting you choose it. And that's why I did this, is we don't need all these negative areas. And I want to debunk the issues that are here that are keeping people in that negative mindset. And for me, I couldn't be more happy to be here with you.
I'm so glad that you said that it was the odorless, because I thought that when you said that I was adding it to my ketchup, I was like, well, clearly it doesn't have a flavor. Got it. We told the people. Yeah.
And that was so my original joke with that was adding it to your French fry, the ketchup. I make that joke about the date. So everybody, I even do that joke with guys. I'm like, well, you and I are on a date, and then the guy behind you, and it gets people to laugh. But then when they think about how easy that is to stir, and then like, imagine if you could go in public and you and I had to speak at the conference, and
Terrifying.
I get
utterly terrifying, by the way, kneecaps shaking. I am not a public speaker. I'm voguing. I am not a public speaker right now. She gets real nervous. Yeah. Yeah.
I do too. Even though I've been on stages a lot and I'm
me too.
Places, I still get very nervous. You should as a human.
Well, you should get nervous. If it doesn't make you nervous, it's not worth doing, but it's definitely easier said than done.
My thing was, when I was on stage, I actually had it in my water. And I didn't let anybody know that, just because I opened the pack and poured it in as I was walking up. And then I have the box open sitting next to me while I'm presenting. And while my company might have won everything there and we did great.
And I saw you. I was there.
You were there. We walked past each other. I was trying to get your pink suit. I wanted to wear it home.
Oh, I'm gonna send it to you. The jacket for sure you should wear. I mean, the pink is baller, but more importantly, I was there when you presented as like the pitch, where no one else that was being honored for awards, they were all outside at the cocktail hour. I was literally up in those stadium seats by myself. I saw you and you crushed it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Deserve to win. Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm honored. Honestly, the next phase of where I'm going with things is I really want to make a difference in this world. And I believe that we all have that opportunity to change the world. We just have to find that within ourselves and then spark that within others. So like you and I having that spark where we walk by each other and we like turned around, it wasn't just because you're like beautiful. It wasn't because you have an incredible tushy. It was because of the fact that
it takes one to know one.
Yes. And we saw that and we turned around and we're like, hey, and we knew we were going to end up talking. And it was that good, positive stuff that we're all looking for. And in today's society, that's all I'm trying to do, is get those people that want to make a bright light in this world. And let's just team up together and make a community that really can change the world.
Oh, we're building an army for sure. I've made that abundantly clear. Yeah, we're building an army of people who want to change the world because the resources are there, the love, the energy towards it.
Yes.
But so many of the things are born out of our pain points, right? You said you did this for your mom. I started researching this because, honestly, there were a few kids that I grew up with in school that I would always fiercely protect because I just could see that the system was not at all okay for them. But I didn't really fully get it. And then I was put into a special needs classroom in college because I am numerically dyslexic, and no one helped me. I didn't get an aide or anyone to help me work through that. It was just sort of like, you go here, and watching that and fighting for their rights, and then having a child, this beautiful pregnancy of twins, and then a skull fracture in delivery, resulting in that I am the right person. I am the person.
Yes.
It has been my whole, and I don't know everything. I don't know, but I'm here to learn, and I am a tiger. Like, I will fiercely fight for everyone's rights within this, and everybody who's going to stand in my way better watch out. So it does take one to know one.
It does.
And I I'm so excited to team up with you.
So I have an idea. I have a challenge for you.
Oh, I love a challenge. Okay. Well, I mean, depends on the challenge.
Okay. Well, now I want to make
No, that's
one
not
really,
true. I love a challenge. I was just
I kind of want to make one
Boy.
really inappropriate and one real, just to see what's going to happen.
Okay, wait, table it for 1 second, because we were on the one path of just don't forget
Well,
of the packets.
Yeah.
Of odorless, flavorless, put it in your water, put it in whatever. What were the benefits that people could look forward to when they do that, outside of just feeling way less anxious?
I'm going to give you a couple good examples. The lady that one of the coffee shops that sells my product, because I sell a ton of coffee shops around Chicago, New York, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Ohio. The one lady in particular has called me crying because every month she gets her box on the monthly membership stuff. It arrives the same time. And then she would start using it for her arthritis. All she did is put it in her first morning cup of coffee every day. She said within 2 weeks, her hands, even with the snow, like we're getting pelted with snow today here.
Oh my, look at my hand. Look at it's so
Oh, it looks purple.
I know. Well, I have Raynaud's, but also it's my arthritis. Yeah, I know it's gnarly.
So, you ready? No, you look stunning still. Let me tell you. Okay.
Well, I have 2 hands and I'm grateful for that. But it's like I can feel it,
Yeah.
It doesn't look so
you ready
cute,
to have
I can
you ready
feel
to
it.
have your mind blown?
Yeah, I
What is
always
your
want to.
favorite lotion?
Wait, what?
What is your favorite lotion? I know you use lotion for your hands and all that. If you're going to say something inappropriate like KY, I'm going to laugh my ass off.
No, you just asked me the most ridiculous question, because if anyone knows me, I literally use like 15 different lotions. It puts the lotion on its skin. Like I lotion.
You're the one in Silence and the Lambs. You like
Yeah,
walk away.
no, I definitely moisturize. I know I actually have this whole nighttime routine where I put my AirPods in and listen to like music on blast when my kids are sleeping and just use the lotions. Right now I'm really into this one Loctane kind of. I'm looking for it because I just bought more. Whatever. I like the ones without all the poison in them.
That's perfect. So the reason I ask is you hear about all these CBD lotions, especially with arthritis and stuff. The thing is, when you flip them over and you look at what's their ingredients and all this, the first ingredient out of 9 out of 10 of them is lidocaine. Lidocaine is the thing they use in surgery to numb you up. Why the hell do you need a number if you're using something that's supposed to be a plant that helps? Okay. So for me, I wanted it to be where your arthritis, put it in your morning coffee, but then let's say at the end of the day, your arthritis is really acting up. It was a cold day, your hands are hurting and all that. Imagine being able, when you're doing your routine and making yourself all like sexified and all that, what you're going to do is pour the packet in your hand, give yourself a squirt of your favorite lotion, and you just made your favorite lotion a CBD lotion.
Wait, I was going to ask you that. Wait, I just got so excited. So like, that's one of my questions, topical. And I just got so excited. This packet, no wonder you're winning awards and you're even more mind blowing. Yes, you blew my mind in multiple different ways.
Challenge? You ready for the challenge? Trust me.
But like,
along with where we're going.
I want to drink it. I want to put it on my skin, and I want everybody to try it. And I want to do a giveaway. Can we do a giveaway this month?
Oh, I was going to do a challenge with you. I will do a giveaway, but I'm going to send you 2 boxes just for you and your daughter. Okay. For Eva.
Okay.
And the reason I would say that is I know you're not just going to like upload this like right after we're done. I know you're going to like do a few things, probably edit.
No, I don't edit my podcast.
Okay. So what I want to do is challenge you, because you did mention the blog. So could you do that? And then I'll give you a promo code for everybody that listens. You and I will come up with that. That way they have to look at your blog, and everybody that uses it, you come at the end of the month. And when you tell everybody how it's going, how your hands feel, how you feel, how much more you're getting done in the day because you feel focused. Because I have people who are doctors who literally want to prescribe my CBD to people, but they cannot, because of the fact that regulations in the medical field right now are very strict with doctors and prescribing cannabis. Oh, and the reason is because money. Let's just be very frank with it. The cannabis industry would put the medical industry out of business. And that's why they're very cautious about it. And the thing is, I know once you start seeing the difference, and then you have trouble sleeping. My next round of products is not just CBD 15 milligrams. I have a 15, a 30, and a 50 milligrams. So that day where shit hits the fan, when poop hits the fan, and I just did it to be polite for you.
Shit does hit the fan sometimes.
Right? Everybody's life hits the shit hit the fan at times.
Yeah.
Imagine life hitting the shit hitting the fan of life. You open a pack and you know that 15 milligram is not going to help the way you need it right now. You need something stronger. So you take the 50 milligram and you help yourself get to that balanced light place again, because you just need to calm the F down. That's what I wanted.
That's amazing. I mean, that's kind of like when I know that it's going to be a 3-shot espresso day. Like it's kind of like you just know. Yes. Like last night, one of my kids was up. I was in between the two dogs in my bed. There was like, just life. And this morning I was like, today's a 3-shot of espresso day.
And yes,
you just know.
You know those days. You know your body.
And that's why I'm trying to like get people to understand, like, your body. It's the same. If you can trust caffeine, which is what, a bean?
Caffeine, a coffee bean, it's a fruit technically. It's a fruit that becomes a bean.
Okay. All right. What he said. But this is a plant, let's explore it, guys. And I will take your challenge, even though I gotta tell you, I'm even gonna up it a little bit. I've always been a little bit insecure of, ever since the swelling, especially in my right hand, got really bad last year. It was truly right after my divorce. It just like really flared all the things in my body that were just like ticking time bombs. And it's my right hand. Okay. My left hand, I'm really trying to teach it new tricks, but it's mostly here for aesthetics. It doesn't do a whole lot. I'm really.
Can I say something that's going to shock you? I think it's interesting that your right hand's the one that hurts, especially after the divorce and everything, because the right side is usually known as the masculine or dominant side for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And if you're going through a divorce and all that, and that's when your hands started hurting, it's you stepping into that masculine while running the feminine side of you that you know how to run. Mm-hmm. Most people don't have that balance. So trying to use the left. Huh?
I got them.
You got them both?
I got them both. I am masculine and I am feminine. I literally fixed my sump pump with a child's Converse shoe the other night. No, but thank you for recognizing. But I'm going to take your challenge and I'm going to raise it, because I want people to really take this seriously. And it doesn't mean that you have to use it or you have to try it, but I will put myself out on a ledge in a place where I'm actually feeling very vulnerable. I mean, this is painful and it is not cute, but I will take a picture of it. What would you say, weekly or every day?
I would start with like the first day and then do it like weekly and see the difference. And you're going to notice a difference like right away.
Post it for the people.
I love that. And then make the blog journal about it, because then you have that and Eva's. And
I will blog about it regardless, but I just want people to know that they're not alone. That's always been my thing. That's been my story this whole time. I have led with my own story, my own pain points, my own journey, so that everybody understands, we're all in this together.
Man.
We are not different. And so I will take this one thing. This is the one thing that I've always been really self-conscious about, and I'm going to put that shit on blast.
I love it. I'm here. So I want to let you know, when we get off the interview and we hit the end button, I will send you 3 boxes total. One's for you, one's for your daughter or your kids. Like if you want to share it between them, because every kid has a day where they're just extra rambunctious or they're angry at something. Have you ever just woken up angry? Put this in your drink and watch your day reset. I promise it's little things we do that make a huge difference for all of us, you know?
For sure.
I will do that. And then
let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway this month. Let's give a box away to
I would do that
my whole thing about it. I would love that. And I'll throw in like LittleWins gear and stuff. But my next line of bath bombs, I don't know if you know, I created bath bombs because my kids love them, but also they're not great for girls, UTIs and all that.
No, UTIs and all that. Yes.
Yeah. Yikes. So I made my own I partnered with this woman who is incredible. Hotsy Totsy House, love her, incredible. It's all natural ingredients, and really feel amazing. I get to pick the scents. She's like us. She's a rock star to work with, and she'll take anything that I say as like, I would like this to smell like this or feel like this, and tell me what will work and what won't. But my next round, I'd really like to add CBD.
I'd love to work with you on that. I would even love to, like, I would work it where we get a separate like link directly off my webpage, so that way people can get your bath bomb and you and I can look at how we get CBD into your bath bombs. Because I've actually had somebody reach out and we did a whole test not even 6 months ago. So I already know what we can do together and make it happen. But that way, Hotsy Totsy, that was the name, right?
Hotsy Totsy House, we partnered together. I mean, I'll send you all my bath bombs. I have crystals inside them. You will love them.
I will. I have a crystal.
No, you know,
right
I don't play.
we're doing this.
Yeah. Yes, of course. So do I everywhere. I'm really feeling this one today. But
I like.
I will send you all of them to try. I don't make baloney products because there's a lot of baloney products out there, and why do anything if you're not going to do it right? But I think you'll love them. And
hell yeah.
I would really like to do that. I had a massage last week, praise be, that needed to like I love when the woman's like, your body is completely jacked and your shoulder is up here, the other one's down there, yours like shouldn't be, like nothing's fine. Nothing's fine.
So like we need to do a chiropractor before we massage you.
Yeah, I for sure need a lot of things. But she said, can I put CBD oil, mix it with the massage oil? And I said, well, for sure. I've never had it before. This was just last week. I have to tell you, I really felt like I had you know, when you get a massage, she was a great masseuse. She really throwing elbows. That's what you want. You know, throws the elbows in, really like gets in there. But and you feel sore after when you leave. But with the CBD, I felt relief. I am not kidding. This is not an ad, and I am not a doctor, and I'm voguing again. But this was true story. This was my experience. I can't speak to everyone's, but I felt when I was leaving, like, wow, my shoulders are not in my ears, and I don't feel like there's so much pain from just trying to relieve the pain.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
And so I'm here for it. I'm going to mix that in my lotion. I'm going to put it in my coffee, the cold one and the hot one. And we're going to take pictures of my hand and see what happens.
I love it. And I'm here for any questions you have along the way. Hey, Brandon, I'm just curious. Can I do more than 1 pack a day? Hey, Brandon, yes. Can I do, you could technically 100%, I'm being very honest with this. You could technically open the entire box and put it in your drink if you really wanted to. What is going to happen if you did that is you're going to take a nap.
Oh, she doesn't nap.
Not telling you to nap.
But like the point that you're making is valid. And that is something that I've heard many times when I was doing research prior to this podcast interview, is that it's not something you could like OD on.
Correct.
Right. And people need to understand that.
And that's the thing I don't think many people understand is they hear this and they hear, my favorite thing people say is it's a gateway drug. But the thing is, everything's a gateway drug. You start having sex as a teenager, you might become a nympho, and then all of a sudden you are just having sex everywhere. Like everything can be a drug. That's why there's a balance. And you need to be able. You're like, oh God, Brandon.
I just fell over for a second, but like totally, everything is a drug. I was going sugar and caffeine, and you went for, but like, yeah, everything.
I wanted it to be something that shocked people. I wanted them to hear that because sugar triggers the chemical in your brain that does the same as cocaine. Literally the exact same part of your brain triggers. That means every time you eat a donut, a cookie, something with white sugar, pure, unnatural sugar, and you put it in you just did a line of cocaine. Do you really want
my son? My 6-year-old son, he like every once in a while, you know, I want to give him a treat. He wants a donut so badly. I love him. I want to make him happy. He eats a donut. And I'm like, holy guacamole. Like, look at this child, he could run through a wall.
Let him eat this, but you're gonna run a mile. Do you see that building way over there?
And then we're gonna take the dogs out for a walk and we're gonna have to run. So sounds great.
And you're outside of Chicago. You're running to Chicago and back, run to Wrigley Field.
Like Sonic. That's what I tell him. But you can see it. You can see the reaction, you know, like the chemical reaction. This is coming from like a plant-based, from what I understand as a novice. It is not going to give you that same sort of like rocket ship craziness that then you crash.
Correct. And like, that's the thing is, this is not going to give you that craziness. When your son turns 10 and they start wanting to put him on Adderall for sitting still and stuff like that, or Ritalin and that, there's so many other things you can do. I was on Ritalin as a kid. And for me, it was just, I'm going to say this with pure love, but the thing is, we hear today that all the medicines and all that, we don't have testing and we don't know the long-term effects from the vaccine to new medicines that are coming out. And we have to get, and I'm not going anywhere with that.
No, I am fine with that conversation because I believe in science, but like totally hit it. Tell them.
My thing is, at the end of the day, we're just starting to see what 30 years of kids that were on Adderall, that were on Ritalin, and the mental health. Oh, you were on Accutane?
Yeah, no, but like that's another thing that I couldn't afford Accutane. I didn't have health insurance, but like it would have been nice.
Mine was I had such bad acne and I was already on anxiety for like pills as a kid. But for growing up, I was just I was hyper and I was always told I was special. But the thing is, when you hear that as a kid, you don't take it as a compliment.
Well, because I don't think they meant it as a compliment, right? I don't get me started on the word special, but the point of the matter is like these things, like you said, the long-term effects, like the studies haven't been done and we just hand them all out, not knowing. And okay, I think we're doing the best. I'm not here to fault anybody. I don't know if I can do that, but like I can't do that, but I'll fault them later offline. But I have read things about, I always wished I was on Accutane, but I had terrible acne in high school, horrible. And it was hard because I was like working at Red Robin as a dishwasher. My skin was all a mess. And like little kids, when I would pick up plates, it would be like, mommy, she has chicken pox. Like, you know, yeah, it was horrible, just like, yikes. But, you know, now you read what's going on with people who were on like the aftermath. Let's read the back of your box. Does it say vomit, diarrhea, weight gain, depression?
No, none of those. So mine says at the Light Cafe, our water-soluble hemp extract powder provides a consistent dose of CBD on your time. Our proprietary formula, lab tested, and provides odorless, colorless, tasteless experience every time. Quickly find your calm, your balance, and your delight when you need it most. That's all it needs. That's all you need. You need
no vomit, no weight gain, no depression.
No. We can't say we're going to cure any of those things.
No, we're not. But we're going to say we're not going to cause that for sure.
Correct. We're not going to cause that.
Yeah.
Have you ever get a migraine? Really?
Oh no, I get ocular migraines. You ever had that? They're trippy. They're trippy. You like can't see for a second.
No. Yeah, they're bad.
Real weird.
I'll tell you a secret. You ready?
Yes.
Open up a pack of Delight, put it straight in, and just take a sip of water. Like the maximum amount you can do that way. There's no dilution. There's no anything. It's not like you put it in food or anything. Straight in. I bet you within 7 minutes your headache's gone.
What? So like what were those called when we were kids? Trixie sticks? What pixie sticks? What were they called?
Pixie sticks.
Pixie sticks. Yeah. Where you just like, like the sugar and dope. I got it. I think everybody got the visual they needed. So you just,
It's just like doing that, but there's no flavor. And the reason I say take a sip of water is just because you're not gonna, it's powder. You're not gonna
sand. No, it's all powder. Yeah, like no, that doesn't make any sense. And I love that we have to tell people to take it with a sip of water, but I think, I
Well,
think they got it.
it was at Vegas. Somebody was saying they had a headache, and my staff gave them a pack to put in, just do really quick. And they said they'd do it with them. That way they wouldn't feel weird. The guy didn't have any water, and they went to go get him water. He didn't wait. He put it in and goes, boom, and it just, boom, a puff of smoke.
Oh
And they were
my
like
gosh.
laughing, and they're like, we went to get you water. Here you go. And they're handing it to him.
That ain't it, buddy. Yeah. That ain't it, buddy.
Like,
not like that. Not like
I'm
that.
like, how did you not think of this, buddy? Like, how did you not? And he was a doctor. That was one of my favorite things. He was a doctor that was there. I was like, oh my God.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. But yeah, anyways, he went up in a puff of puff of smoke. That's amazing. I wish that we could just dispel, though, when you said that he was going to take it and she would take it with him, or
You're good. Yeah.
to dispel any weirdness so he wouldn't feel weird.
Yep.
Can we clapped 3 times, remember? We got rid of it. Guys, we are taking so many things that this is worth looking into. And I am so grateful to you for being a trustworthy confidant and award-winning, beautiful human, super fun, so much great energy, and just in it for the right reasons. You know, the reason you got into it, the reason you continue to do it, it takes one to know one. And truly, for sharing this information with the people, what they do with it is theirs.
Yes.
And that's all we can do. But I hope it's been helpful. It has to be, right? Plus we're like,
I'm grateful you had me on, because I like, for real, there's so many different things you're hitting, and with being willing to challenge yourself like that, I'm honored I get to send you a box, and 2 boxes for that, and then 1 for a giveaway. You're going to see the difference. And then you and I will talk about what we can do together and keep moving in that direction, especially because we're going to Dubai together, and then we're going to
we're going to Dubai. Like now, oh gosh, can you imagine me as a keynote speaker?
I can.
Like for 5 seconds, my kneecaps were shaking.
I could see you up there, but it has to be in the pink suit.
No, we can't do pink again. No, we can't.
Do you have another color?
Right now, I'm really into green. Yeah, I go in color. Wait, yeah, I'm super duper into green. Super duper.
Can we get like bright green like mine?
Yeah.
I love that.
Don't threaten me with a good time. You don't know me like that.
I don't, and we're recording. I can't threaten you with a good time.
But no, I will wear that lime green, and especially in Dubai. I've always wanted to go. What an opportunity. What an opportunity. And truly, I think that's why you and I connected so deeply, is that we both recognize humbly we are servants of the people.
Yes.
Because we are able to, and therefore we must. And the more people we meet like us, the better we can work towards this common goal of just humanity.
100%. Yeah.
Like humanity, it's really not that complicated, but anywho, we're on it, folks.
I was gonna say, it's not complicated, because you and I are trying to make it better, and we just see that we can inspire others. That's all we want to do. We want people to love themselves the way we know,
and feel good and have the things they need and get their automatic doors and all the ramps and the stuff they need to get out of bed in the morning, because we have the capability. It's out there, where we just need to work together. So we're on the same page. I accept your challenge, and I raise it to take pictures of my most, like, self-conscious.
And then after that, in your blog, we're going to have the promo code, because you and I are going to, that way people.
Oh, we got a promo code. You got to give it to the people.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to promo code that, and that way I can share it as well. And yeah, well, my website, just to make it easy for everybody, is www.delightcafe. You're looking for your delight in life. Okay. And
DLIGHT. There's no real, like, it's not like a little play on spelling. It's no, this isn't, whatever the youth are doing. What are they doing nowadays with just like
Oh,
acronym. No,
yeah,
it's Delight Cafe.
correct. And when you go there, it's the website's there, and it's if you and I were going to meet for the first time ever, we'd most likely meet at a cafe to get a cup of coffee and talk.
Mhm.
So imagine having that place where you can go digitally to get your questions answered, find your joy in life again, and be able to reignite your delight.
I love it. Reignite your delight. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much fun. Oh, I love a giveaway too. And I'm gonna send you all of the bath bombs. You can try them all.
I'm excited. Am I supposed to take pictures of me with the bath bombs? The laugh was so worth the joke.
Usually when that happens to me, I'm drinking something and I spit water, coffee, iced coffee, hot coffee, whatever, all over. I'm absolutely absurd. But yeah, you crushed that. You got me. You got me. You got me that time, love.
I caught you that time.
I just want to ask you one more question. And this is like with the spirit of the spitting laugh, because I don't know this person, but I feel like they might like it. Your cousin who you lost, what was her name?
Her name was Aubrey.
Aubrey.
Yeah.
This one's for Aubrey. Because when you said that, I felt that. And cheers, Aubrey. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Right?
Yep. I was ready to do it 3 times. I didn't know. I thought it was like Tinker.
3 times doesn't make it go away. I don't know. Who makes up these rules? I just go with that. That one was just like a namaste clap.
A namaste clap. I'm with that. I have my yoga mat right here. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm not that flexible anymore, but I'm totally getting back to that at some point. We're going to circle right back to that ASAP Rocky. Woo! I adore you. Thank you so much. I know every single time I think about how I need to work out, I'm like, yeah.
I had to figure out how to make it simple for myself. Meaning my yoga mat is sitting out, the weights are there. It's easy to ignore unless you put it in your way. And then it was like, all right, I have to move the weights anyways. What if I just do 20 curls right now? Okay, I've got to go to the
I do that. No, I have weights in my office if I'm on a conference call, but really they're all video now. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah. I usually turn my video off and just start doing it if I'm on a video call. Like, because I'm in like so many different calls, you just got to find that escape sometimes. And sometimes somebody says something in these
That's
calls.
when I eat. That's when I eat.
I was on, all right, so last thing I'm going to say is I've been picked to give a TEDx speech about this year. And I'm in these, like, they really are finicky about who they pick to put on a TEDx stage. You have to go through classes.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah. So I was picked as one of 200 people going to be up in 2022. And I'm going to be standing on a TEDx stage. Where is still TBD. I have everything done. It's just getting it into certain hands. And they want me on like New York stage. So it's exciting. There's a lot of good.
Congratulations, my friends.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. My thing is with all of this is how my life has been changed. So my company has been built to focus on, and I'll give you the opening for my TED Talk, and that way you can end with it, that and have fun.
I love it.
So the human body is made up of over 80% water. Your brain, if wrung out and dried completely, is made up of over 75% water. Even your bones are almost 90% water. So that means, Lexi, you are your own ocean. I am an ocean. You are an ocean. We're walking around, and different things create storms in us, from anxieties to angers to depressions and all that. The thing is, if we can find a way to keep each other balanced by keeping calm in all situations, even when we disagree, you can be calm to find the balance in the situation and bring out your delight. And that's where I'm focusing on. I'm not even pushing the CBD on that. It's focusing on being able to provide a new way of living for people. Just stay calm, because you can walk away from somebody when you're calm.
Peace.
When you start,
Peace, being at peace with yourself.
Being first. Keep your ocean balanced. Because the boat that we have up here is bouncing around in that sea. That ocean of us. And to be able to reset that boat, keep it balanced. That game of life that we're playing is like a game of Jenga. for every single time something happens, you're moving a piece of
I
puzzle.
say this about my life all the time. My life is like Jenga, but I'm captivated.
Oh, wait till you see.
I'm
almost
not
brought up the
capsized though. I'm captivated.
I'm not
And
capsized.
I
I
am
love that.
in. I am in. I'm all in. And TED Talk. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Big Stuff. And you are the right person. And we are lucky to have you give us all of this information, me specifically for myself and for my daughter and for anybody else who listens. Thank you for sharing your time, for creating a product that you could be proud of and I can be proud of sharing and that we can use that will benefit our lives. That isn't a, what did I call it? Baloney product. Really?
Yeah.
That's not another baloney product. No, none of that. So well done.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. When I got your message, I have to be honest, I think I shed a little bit of a tear because I was like, I am so grateful that we still get to connect. It's the universe allowing things to align and get on the same highways.
I have so many things to talk to you about. We're going to do that offline. So I have so many ideas after what you just said. So
I love it.
Dubai. I'll see you in Dubai.
I'll see you in Dubai. That's an ending right there. Hey, I'll see you in Dubai.
Boom.
I love it.
I adore you.
I love it. I adore you. I would love to talk more. What time is it? Because my phone just literally buzzed saying it's going to die in 7 minutes and I have to go grab my charger.
I actually have to go pick up my big kids. So I'll see you in Dubai.
I'll see you in Dubai. I will send you an email with my information.
And we got to talk about all the CNCB shit.
CBN, CBO. So really quick, I'm going to throw that because you're probably going to want to have this conversation on air, just so you know, is CBG has literally been shown with military, with veterans, PTSD. So instead of them smoking, imagine having a packet of just CBG. Okay.
Okay, we need to do this again next season because I have PTSD. I went to Columbine High School during the shooting. So this is a massive, we have to talk about this.
Repeat what you just said. You were at Columbine during the shooting?
Yeah, I was a sophomore that year. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but wait.
There's so much.
We're going to do it. But let's do a whole on PTSD because that's also depression, anxiety, and sleep. But let's do a whole. Can you do that? Can you do that with
Absolutely.
me?
I can do
this one's about CBD. The next one we're going to talk about
PTSD, mental health.
PTSD, LMNOP.
And then the third one is the LGBTQ. That way we hit all the alphabet.
See you in Dubai.
See you in Dubai. I love it. Go get the kids.
Okay.
I will email you, and then you and I are going to connect again. I look forward to working with you, Lex. For real.
Forever.
I'm going to say this with pure love in my heart. Don't ever fucking change because you are a world changer. Do not fucking change because you are too special to this world. Okay?
Thank you. I don't know how to change, so that's lucky.
Well, good.
And I would say the very same to you.
Thank you. I love it.
Lex,
I will talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for being beautiful.
Thank you. Oh my God, you're too much.